everyone, and welcome to this explainer. If you've ever bought, sold, or even just rented a property, you already know that real estate isn't just about bricks and mortar. It's a seriously high-stakes game. And in this game, trust is absolutely your most valuable currency. So today, we're unpacking a fascinating new ecosystem that actually treats your reputation as a tangible, trackable asset. Think of today's overview as your player's manual. We're going to start by looking at the current trust crisis in real estate, introduce something called the Kemedar Score, and then break down exactly how this scoring engine ticks. After that, we'll dive into the tiers, the perks, and those gamified badges you can unlock before we wrap up with how all of this is building an entirely new reputation economy. Let's get into it. All right, Part 1, the real estate trust crisis. Welcome to the Wild West. Because to really understand why a system like this is even necessary, we first have to take a hard look at the current, honestly, kind of chaotic landscape of the Arab real estate market. I mean, think about it. How do you know who to actually trust in real estate? We've all felt that anxiety of entering a transaction completely blind, right? You're dealing with massive sums of money. Maybe it's your future home or your life savings, and yet you often know absolutely nothing about the person sitting on the other side of the table. We're looking at a market that is just plagued by these incredibly painful, relatable problems. You've got buyers who completely go sellers after reviewing. You've got sellers who, let's say, artificially inflate their listing details. Agents are out there burning hours and hours on unqualified leads just because there's zero reliable way to track a person's history. And honestly, don't even get me started on contractors pulling a disappearing act right in the middle of a kitchen remodel. The whole shebang makes real estate feel like this exhausting, unpredictable gamble. So how on earth do we fix this? That brings us to Section 2, Meet the Kemedar Score, the universal trust layer. Now, as you can see, this isn't just some abstract, behind-the-scenes algorithm that you never look at. This is an actual, real-time dashboard tracking your reputation right there on the platform. It's totally front and center. And what that means is, accountability is basically inescapable. So what is it exactly? By definition, the Kemedar Score is a comprehensive real estate trustworthiness scoring system. But the real keyword here is universal. It evaluates literally every single user. Whether you're a buyer trying to prove you've got the funds, a seller proving your property is legit, or a service professional proving you actually show up to do the work, everybody is being scored out of a maximum of 1,000 points. Which leads us perfectly into Section 3, how the scoring engine works. Let's break down the mechanics here, because you're probably wondering, how do you actually get those 1,000 points? Well, the short answer is that every single action you take feeds this engine. And the cool part is, the scoring is totally tailored to whatever your role is. For example, if you're a buyer, the biggest chunk of your score, 300 out of 1,000 points, comes from financial readiness. That means doing things like verifying your ID, uploading bank statements, or getting pre-approved. But if you're a seller, that exact same 300-point category is focused on listing quality. Like, does your property have an accurate price? Are there 3D tours? The system intelligently adapts to measure what actually makes you trustworthy in your specific position. Every action has a direct, tangible consequence. Do good things, and you get a massive boost. Verifying your national ID? Boom, that nets you 50 points. Completing a deal through the platform's secure escrow holding system, which safely locks up the money until everyone is happy, that is a solid 60 points. But on the flip side, bad behavior is absolutely going to punish you. Withdraw an offer for literally no reason? You're losing 40 points. Ghost viewing? That is a 25-point deduction right there. The engine is constantly calculating all of this in real time. Okay, Section 4, tiers, perks, and privileges, leveling up your status. So why do we even care about these points? Well, because as you build up your score, you literally unlock new powers on the platform. You can systematically climb this ladder, and the rewards are fantastic. Everyone starts off with basic browsing, but as you move from starter up to bronze, you unlock escrow capabilities. Hit silver and you're officially an established, trusted user. Reach gold, which puts you in the top 20%, and you get priority support and can even skip some basic verifications. But the ultimate boss level? That's platinum. A score between 850 and 1,000 puts you in the top 5%. You get priority search visibility, a direct admin support line, and, get this, a 1% reduction in platform fees. Your good behavior is directly translating into real-world financial savings. And this contrast is exactly why the system is a game changer. On one hand, you have the platinum actor, right? Enjoying VIP support, immediate trust, the whole 9 yards. On the other hand, if you're a bad actor and your score drops below 200, you are labeled restricted. You cannot initiate new escrow deals, your messaging is heavily limited, you can't even create new property listings until you get your score back up. The platform literally quarantines bad behavior. Moving right along to Section 5, Badges and Gamified Trust. Earning your stripes. Because aside from just that raw numerical score, the platform uses visual badges to quickly signal your reputation to everyone else. These badges act as instant trust signals. Like if I'm a seller and a buyer messages me and they have the always shows up badge, I instantly know they have gone to at least 10 viewings without a single no-show. In real estate, that is practically a superpower. Or if you see a speed dealer badge, you know for sure this person means business and closes fast. It just makes it kind of fun to build up this stellar reputation while instantly showing people how reliable you are. But hey, a quick warning. Mistakes definitely stick around. Now, the system is fair. It knows people can change, so a negative action isn't a permanent death sentence. Instead, it acts more like a scar that slowly fades over time. If you ghost a viewing, that point deduction stays pinned to your profile for a full year. The penalty gets cut in half after 6 months, but it takes 12 whole months for that negative event to completely vanish. It really forces everyone to think twice before acting poorly. And that brings us back to the core of the whole Kemedar brand itself. This entire scoring system isn't isolated. It's natively integrated into the broader Kemedar super app ecosystem. So whether you are using Kemedar Real Estate, Kemework for hiring services, or Kemetro for building materials, your score follows you. Good behavior literally pays off everywhere. Which brings us to our final part, Section 6, Building a Reputation Economy. Your score as currency. This is where we step back and look at the real big picture. Your score is no longer just a metric, it is actual, verifiable currency. Because your score doesn't just live trapped on some web dashboard. It is a portable, exportable asset. You can generate a secure URL or a super clean PDF certificate with a QR code. Just imagine walking into a real estate agency and instantly proving right there on your phone that you are a serious, financially ready gold tier buyer. And even better, the platform's AI matchmaking actively prioritizes high-score users. You literally get the best deals and the best matches, simply because you proved you're trustworthy. I love this because it perfectly summarizes the absolute core philosophy of this entire system. Good actors gain advantages, bad actors lose reach, trust, and access. It completely replaces the need for endless, annoying platform moderation with pure, undeniable incentive. Which really leaves us with one final question to think about today. As the market evolves, and as this reputation economy becomes a new standard, in a world where trust is literally currency, what is your Kemedar score going to be? Are you going to find yourself restricted, or are you going straight for platinum? Well, the choice is entirely up to you. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and we will see you next time.